Welcome back to Cool Magic Forum. I'm Cuz Red. You can call me Cuz. And I'll tell you what, if you're new here, do me a favor, or if you haven't done it yet, reach down there and hit that subscribe button for me, would you? And as well, when you're down there, hit the little bell and set yourself up for the notifications for this channel so you're the first one to get known when I post up any new contests. I do a lot of giveaways here on this channel. And by the way, we're giving away an invisible deck at the end of this video. So yeah, definitely do stick around for that. And I'll tell you what I want you to do, we've got a little test here I want to do today. I want you to make sure that everybody's awake and everything. I want you to take your volume knob and kind of turn it all the way up. Make sure your sound's working good in this video here in a second. Okay, I want you to do that. If you got headphones, put some headphones on if you don't have already. And just turn up the volume knob on it all the way ready. I'm going to do a little sound test starting about right now. Whoa, okay, everybody okay? Everybody in? Everybody's good? Okay, good. Because I've got a really awesome, like, kind of self-working card trick for you guys today. I'm using my brand new Bicycle Flying Machines deck that I love. This is a gorgeous deck that you'll see here in a minute. Made by Mark Stutzman, the artist that does all the David Blaine decks. I think all of them, or most of the big major ones. I know he does. Great artist, great deck. This is an awesome deck. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ad cards and the jokers for it right now. Aren't going to be requiring those for this trick, but let's go and get. It's a really new deck. I've really just kind of been breaking it into. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a shuffle, make a mess of the cards somewhat, anyways, and cut them up a little bit. Brand new deck, and these really do feel nice. I like this deck. This is a nice deck, gorgeous deck. But, well, I've had a spectator here. I tell you what, I would have him go ahead and riffle down the deck and have you tell me when to stop, about maybe about right there. Okay, good. Go ahead and take that card there. That's going to be my mystery card, and I'm going to show it to you guys, okay? I don't need to see it or anything, but I'll show it to you guys. You remember that card. We'll place it over here. And then if I had a spectator here, I'd have him go ahead and just cut the deck about maybe 2/3 of the way down. Okay, and then make another pile over here, about 3 even piles, roughly. And we'll see if the cards can give me a little bit of a hint as to what your card may be. Tell you what we got to do. The cards are telling me that I got to put down 8 cards over here, and then 1 card on each of the other piles. 7, 8, 9 here. 1 on each of the other piles. Same thing over here. Let's do 5s. 1, 2. 1 on each of the other piles. Okay, we don't really need these cards anymore. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and, just to get a little bit more randomness, let's go ahead and shuffle these piles all up. Let's get them all mixed up, everything mixed up really well. Trying to always achieve a true state of randomness. Okay, same thing over here with the middle pile. Go ahead. Give it a quick shuffle. Making sure all these are all mixed up. Same thing over in the 3rd pile. Go ahead. Let's give them a good mix up. Okay, keep it totally as fair as possible. Okay, one more little shuffle here. Okay, and now I think we've got the cards all pretty random. Let me see if they'll give me a little bit more of a hint as to what your card may be over here. Let me see. Okay, I'm getting something. Let me think about this. I'm getting. Is it maybe a black card? Could it be a black card? It's a black card. Maybe. Is it a high card? High card? Tell you what, I'll have the kings. I'll pick up the kings and I'll hold them up to my ear, and they'll whisper to me what your card is. Whoa, hold it down, kings. The kings are actually yelling at me. They're yelling, "It's the king of spades, you idiot!" Is it? Oh, look at that. Amazing. It is the King of Spades. Check that out. Pretty fun trick. I like doing that one. Good quick trick that you can do. And kind of like I said, kind of a self-working card trick. You want to learn that? Stick around. We are going to learn that trick right now. Okay, now this trick requires a little bit of a setup. That's why, it's self-working, but it needs a setup, so as a lot of self-working tricks do, which makes them not completely self-working anymore. So what I do, whenever I've got a self-working trick to do, I always put the cards back in the box. We're going to do that in a second after I show you the setup, okay? The setup would go, you're going to want your force card, if you want the force card to be the King of Spades, okay? You're going to need the King of Spades, you're going to need a 5 underneath the King of Spades, okay? And then you're going to need 3 indifferent cards. Absolutely does not matter what they are. 3 indifferent cards. You got the King, the 5, 3 indifferent cards, and then the other 3 kings, okay? And those all go on the top of the deck, okay? And then, like I said, I always start with the cards always back in the box. I'll even have the ad cards there, and I'll be pulling out the ad cards. I always like to do that if I've got any card trick that's set up. I don't like to walk in and just say, oh, here, look. I like to pull them out of the box. If I've got anything set up, I like to have people see me pulling them actually out of the box. Okay, then I did a little bit of a false shuffle there, retaining the top ones, and I did the overhand shuffle to start off with, just because I'm going to be doing an overhand shuffle later in the trick, just to keep it consistent. So what I did there is I just busted off. You got to keep track. You got to retain the top 8 cards. So just a little chunk there. I ran one off. I love the overhand shuffle. I ran one off there and jogged it, and then I just go ahead and I shuffle those off like that. Okay, making a big, huge mess, and then I reach around to the back, pull out the other ones, and I just did that terribly messy. These are really slippery cards. But here, check this out. We'll do it much better this time. Heard somebody coming in the front door, and something they weren't walking back here. But hold on here. No. Okay. Go ahead and little false shuffle. Bring those around to the front. False overhand shuffle, rather. Then I did a false cut. Okay. And by the way, this false cut you can check out on Scam School. The newest episode of Scam School, they were showing this one. I was a little bit of this one. This is what I do with it. Kind of a little bit different one. Pull the cards over here like this. Swing cut over. Those in your hand. Swing cut over a second pack. Then you go and steal this pack back like that. Okay. Same thing. Bring these here. Bring those underneath while you swing cut over these as far as you can. And then I spin it off my finger like this. Okay, and you just retained all of the entire order of the deck is completely the same. I'm back. Sorry I had to go and tend to the door real quick. Where we last left off, I was showing you guys that simple little false cut to do that's part of this. You have false shuffle and a false cut. And then you've retained the top 8 cards. They're all still in place exactly where we need them to be. Remember, you got the King, 5, 3 indifferent cards. Doesn't matter at all what they are. And then the other 3 kings, and they're on top. They're still on top. Okay. From there, we go and have the spectator tell you when to stop. We're just going to do a simple riffle force. Some people call it a riffle force, or I call it a slip force. Yeah, you just riffle down the side of the deck. You got contact. Those 3 fingers got contact with the top card. So they say to stop right there. Okay, pretty simple to do. You're pulling that out. Of course, they got to make contact right there, and the card comes down. Okay, and you put that right over there, and then first they can show the card. You just put the King of Spades in place, right exactly where you want it to be at. And then you would have the spectator. I have them go about 2/3 of the way down, and then split that one about in half. And you want to try to get about 3 equal piles. It's real important. Kind of roughly 3 equal piles, but keep it random still. And then you would say to the spectator, okay, well, let's see if the cards can point us in the direction, and maybe we can figure out what your card is up there. So lay these out. Okay. You go over the first one. Okay, 7 cards. We'll put 7 cards down. And then 1 on each of the other piles. Okay. Same here. We've got 3. So 1, 2, 3. one on the other piles, put the rest on the top, and then the 5. Okay, now the 5's a real important one. Okay, you got to keep the 5 right there. That's best in the 3rd spot. Okay, some people would do this trick and let people choose if they want to keep the 7 or the 3. Maybe pick another card from the other piles here. I don't like to do that, and the only reason why is because if you do that, you can't let them do it on the last pile here. And some people would be, well, you let me have that choice on the first 2. Why not the last one? So it makes it just a little bit suspicious. So, and then I like to keep it simple. You know, keep things simple. You don't want to ever have your spectator giving them time to get confused about something. You want them just, rolling along with the trick, and that's just nice and simple. We put out those ones. Everything's nice and fair. Okay. So then the 5th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 on each of the other piles. Okay. Put those back on top, and then you don't need these cards anymore. Okay. You're done with them. And also, okay, now your kings are in place. They're all there where you need them to be at, okay, right now. So, I mean, you could end the trick right here, okay? But it's a premature climax. Never in your life start doing premature climaxes. You'll just do premature climaxes the rest of your life. Remember that. Good, solid advice. No premature climaxing, okay? But yeah, you've got all the kings are all in place right here. But what you're going to want to do is make it a little bit more random, okay? Because some people, if you just ended it right there, it might seem like you got the trick, all set up and everything. So you say, we're going to shuffle these cards, okay? Let's make this as random as we possibly can. So you're going to overhand shuffle. This is why, remember at the beginning of the trick, why I say I wanted to overhand shuffle. When I pulled the deck out of the box, first thing I did was overhand shuffle, okay? And this is the reason why then I want to do it now, too, because I'm going to do it here. I'm going to overhand shuffle. I'm going to, of course, run off the king that's on the top, put it on the bottom, okay? Shuffle there, and then bring it back up. Shuffle it right back up to the top there again. So remember that. You get to the last couple cards and stuff, remember. Okay, get your king back up there on the top, okay. And same thing here. Then just, repeat. We're going to get this as random as we possibly can. I'll tell you what, let's give all of the piles a good shuffle, okay. Once again, got the king work to the bottom. You're going to bring it shuffle it right back up to the top, okay. Nice and easy. Make it look nice and fair, okay? And you can be as sloppy as you want here, too. Do an overhand shuffle, doesn't matter. Make it a mess, okay? Make it look random. That's the whole point of it. Is you're really just trying to get this to look really random. So we're going to do that. Bringing that king right back up to the top, okay? And now, let's see if the cards can give me a hint as to what that card would be. Okay, so you're going to flip over all your kings there. Okay, and then I just goof around a little bit. And I was like, let me think about it. I'm getting something. Maybe your card, is it a black card? Is it a high card? I'm just acting silly, because you could just do that. Then put out the 3 kings out there and say, oh, well, it's the king of spades, and sure you can. It's obvious what that card is by that point, but just play with it, have a little bit of fun with it. I like to do that. A little bit of a nice fun ending to it, just goofing around. But yeah, that's it basically. There's the trick. Like I said when I did it in the performance earlier. The kings. I'll let the kings whisper to me. No, they're yelling it to me. It's the king of spades, you idiot. So you just play it up, have fun. Make anything a show. I'll show you the mechanics of the trick, but it's just the trick. Make it your own. Do your own thing with it. But that's the trick. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a fun one. Hope you learn it. And guess what? It's giveaway time. It's the time you've been waiting for. Last week on here, we made an invisible deck, and I promised at that time that I was going to be giving away that invisible deck. And here it is, actually, invisible deck, the one that we made, and it works really perfectly. Got a really good one here, and I'd like to congratulate Man Magic. Man Magic, you win this. You win this. So, Man Magic, I want you to Send me a direct message here on YouTube. Go up to my channel, go to the About section, it'll say send message there. Or you can, and anybody can at any time, send me an email at coolmagic@gmail.com. Anybody's welcome there. You're also welcome to use that. If you want to send me a message anytime, it's best to leave a comment in the comment section. But go to that About section, go up there, use that if you want to. I don't care. You don't have to have permission to send me a message. Send me a message. You have a question, send me a message. I don't care. Some people, I guess, get kind of particular about that. Oh my gosh, somebody sent me a message on the internet. Not intruding to me. Not at all. But congratulations, Man Magic. Yeah, get a hold of me, and I'll get a hold of me. Give me your contact information, address where I can send that to. There you go. You won the invisible deck. Congratulations. Now, as far as the February contest goes. Last week and every week I'm going to have a question that I'm going to ask, and to get you qualified in the monthly contest, I'll have you like this video, subscribe to Cool Magic Forum, and then comment answering whatever the question is for that week. Last week I asked you the question how does performing magic make you feel? And I got a lot of great answers. You guys were awesome at this question. I like this question, and you guys just did great. I've been loving the answers that you guys have given to me. And somebody asked me in the comment section, how does magic make you feel? And I promised that I would answer that in a video, so I'm going to answer that here. Performing magic is something very, very special to me. It's something that it can be just the highlight of my day, and I hope I made it the highlight of somebody else's day. That's my goal every time, really, is just to make somebody's day, or at least to show them the coolest thing that they saw all day would be that. And I think that's really important in this world of technology, where we're so reliant on technology for our entertainment. That it's really something special when somebody can entertain you with something that they saw right there with their own eyes, right there in front of them. So us as magicians, we have a special opportunity to do that, same way as musicians do, and other artists that can do a performance art in front of somebody. That's very special, and magic's very special in that way. It's fantastic to me, like when I'm going to sleep at night and I get a smile on my face because of something that happened that day, a couple great reactions that I got, or one special reaction that just leaves me chuckling still hours later. So I just really love that. Makes magic very special to me, and it keeps me motivated to keep into it and to keep learning more, and having this channel too, to keep learning more and to show you guys, some of the things that I've learned and can show you. But to get into the contest this week, I'm going to ask the question, how did you get into magic? What motivated you to get into magic? What inspires you to get into magic? And how did it happen that you decided that you wanted to start performing magic to people and learning tricks, not only card tricks, coin tricks, whatever kind of magic that you do? I do a few different kinds of magic too. I've all just been really showing card tricks on this channel so far, but I'm just starting to get a little bit into some coin magic, and there's some really cool things I'm going to be showing here. A little bit of ring magic, things like that. I got a few little gimmick things that I show people. That I can show on this channel. That you can see some of them, a lot of them out on YouTube. So that's why I've kind of avoided that and kind of tried to find the tricks to show you guys that you haven't seen a ton of out there on YouTube. I forget exactly where I learned this one, to tell you the truth. I couldn't quite remember. I just remember I had it written down in my notes, and I've done it a few times in front of people, and I really like the trick that I did here tonight. But yeah, you want to get into this? Okay, now the February contest, somebody's going to win. There can be 3 winners. Somebody's going to win this 2-pack of Bicycle Jumbo Pip cards, which are really nice. It can be seen really well. They handle really well. Those are nice cards. And then somebody else is going to win a red and a blue decks of the Russell and Morgan bicycle playing cards. These are awesome. You've seen me use them a couple of tutorials here, and I really like these decks. It's one of the original bicycle back designs, and they're just cool. They handle really well. They're really nice. And the other ones, like I said, well, this is just one of my favorites. The decks, the cards that have come out recently, and the autumn decks are real nice. And somebody's going to win a gold and and a copper autumn decks. So there'll be 3 different winners. How did you get into Magic? First of all, to get, you got to answer that question down below in the comment section. You also have to like this video, and you have to be a subscriber to Cool Magic Forum. Okay, you got to do all 3 of those things to get in on the contest. Let me know you want to win the cards, but answer the question: how did you get into performing magic? So there you go. Okay. Once again, yeah, I hope you guys really like the trick today and learn that one. Go out and perform it for your friends. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.